So let's jump into that identifying good resources for your research. Typically, we interact with information in a lot of informal ways. So we're all on our phones constantly. We're getting news feeds through social media. People are sending us things. Sometimes we're looking at more formal websites when we're looking for information. There is There has never been more information than there is right now, and in 5 seconds, there will be even more. So it's important to think about the kinds of resources that are very high quality, especially in medical research where the stakes are so high, versus resources that are less reliable, maybe older, maybe just not from a good source. So what I want you to think about when you think about your EBP research is to really shoot for peer-reviewed sources. Now, as a reminder, peer-reviewed sources are also called academic sources or scholarly sources, and they appear in special peer-reviewed academic or scholarly journals. This is the process of peer review and the reason why it's the gold standard in in evidence-based practice research. So rather than going through one short editorial process or no editorial process, it goes through an extensive editorial process in which the reviewers of the article, and there are multiple reviewers, are also experts in the same field. So the stakes are high for a peer-reviewed publication. You have to um, jump many hurdles in order to get an article past the peer review process and actually published. When the journal publishes that article, it's frequently behind a paywall. This is something that's going to come up a lot tonight. We're going to talk about the paywall a lot because it is the function of the library to get you past paywalls. And it's also a good indicator if you're online and looking for journal articles. If there's no paywall and you also see that nowhere on there does it say open access or open source, that's a good indicator it's probably not from a peer-reviewed journal. They do tend to gatekeep things behind paywalls. And then, your job at the end of this process is to discover and use the article for your own research. So really, we're looking for this peer review process in the articles that you use. We don't want to use random website. We don't want to use magazines. And there are a lot of nursing magazines and publications, trade publications. And they're really great resources for a lot of reasons. But for the purposes of this research, we're really just looking at peer review.